Welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. Today we're going to spend a little time with Suffolk Parks and Recreation. We'll highlight a couple of upcoming events this spring and actually even into the summer, just to give you a preview of what's coming up. And also we'll talk about the new Therapeutic recreation program that the Parks and Recreation Department has established and will be enhancing. Stay tuned. Welcome back to On the Scene, joined now by Emily Upton. She is the Special Events Coordinator with Suffolk Parks and Recreation. And every time we have Emily on, we like to talk about a number of great events coming up that Parks and Recreation is offering. And we'll start with that. But again, thank you for being with us today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Well, we're kind of nudging closer and closer to spring. And
Yes.
when we think of spring, we think of Easter time. When we think of Easter time, we think of eggs.
Yeah.
So we're going to kick off talking about the egg extravaganza.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit about what's in store for this year's event, the when, the where, how much, which I know it's free, so I won't even bother we mention that now, but just kind of what's involved with the egg extravaganza.
Of course. Well, this year it is March 19th, which is a Saturday. We're going to hold it again at Bennett's Creek Park, which is up on the north end of town, off Shoulders Hill Road. The event is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and it's geared for kids ages 2 to 10. We don't do a hunt, but we do a scavenger hunt. So you'll pick up sheets, you'll get some clues, and you'll walk around and find it. You can bring your own baskets, but we also have bags for the kids to decorate and design to find it. But there's a bunch of other things to do during the day. There are bounce houses, we have a petting zoo with pony rides, we have face painting, we have balloons, we have games, we have crafts, and everything is free.
Right.
So it's all free and open to the public. Anyone's allowed to come out and enjoy the day, hopefully. Fingers crossed for great weather this year.
Well, it always will be. But, you know, I know in years past you've also had a special visitor.
Yes.
Are you going to have a special visitor again?
We will be
Okay.
there. The bunny will be out
Yes.
there. We encourage parents to bring their own camera. We don't have a photographer out there, so we encourage parents to bring their own camera so they can get a picture of their child with the bunny.
Cool.
He'll be out there with the fire department too. So we'll get him a special ride out for all the kids to see.
Very nice. But again, with all the activities going on, you could almost make a day of it, so to speak, right? Very good.
Yeah. And
Now-
the food vendors out there as well. So.
How does the scavenger hunt work aspect of it? So how does a child signs up, parents there, how does it go, how does it typically run?
So they'll come and get with one of our staff or volunteers and get a sheet with clues on it.
Okay.
So the clues will help them find places in the park to find their eggs.
Okay. Now, the clues, are they geared toward, I know obviously you're talking about a younger demographic here. Do you have different ones for different ages, or it's really easy enough that everybody can kind of, with a little bit of thought and a little bit of help, can prod their way through,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
A little bit thought and maybe a little help for the younger
Yes.
ones from their parents,
Yes.
but they should be easily able to find those. And there's tons of staff, and we have a great number of volunteers this year to help anyone in the park who's looking for their bunny.
Okay. And again, cost, again, as we said, is
Free.
All right, so perfect. So again, March the 19th
Yes.
at Bennett's Creek Park.
Yes.
Very good. So from one egg event to another one, and again, this one's a little different. It's actually for the teens in our community. So
Yes. This one is with the Suffolk Office on Youth, which is out of the Parks and Recreation Department. This one is geared towards the teens, 11 to 17-year-olds. This is during the spring break, so it's held on March 29th.
Okay.
Something to keep them occupied and give them somewhere to get out and hang out with all their friends.
Very
It's
good.
going to be at Lake Mead Park.
Okay.
It'll start at 6:30.
Okay.
And there'll be a hunt out there. There'll be games and prizes and kind of big activities for the kids to hang
Right.
out at the park.
Very cool. So again, we kind of offering eggs for everyone, so to speak, this year. So
Exactly,
to
yeah.
speak.
And this event is also free as well.
Very good. And you know, one thing that started last fall with Parks and Recreation, and I know will be continuing this year, is outdoor movies. And we'll
Yes.
talk about that in just a second. But we have an indoor movie coming up that is offered for, I think, what is it, the pre-K through 5-year-olds?
Yep, we're
Or-
looking at the elementary school.
Okay.
So pre-K to 5th grade.
5th grade, sorry.
We have an activity over at Creekside,
Okay.
and this is kind of like a parents' night out kind of activity. So this is geared for dropping your child off for them to have fun with the staff, enjoy pizza, a movie, and an activity.
Very good.
And they can do that at Creekside Elementary School at the rec center side of the park, and it's on March 18th.
And there's a minimal charge with that event, correct?
Yes, it is $8,
Right.
and that'll cover the cost of the movie,
Right.
the staff, and the food.
And then again, the movie, I believe, is the Minion movie?
The Minion movie
Very
this
good.
year.
So
And
Minions
that
for
event
Minions, so to speak,
is
yeah.
from 6 to 9,
Okay.
so get your reservations at your nice restaurant from
Very
6
good.
to 9 while your kids have fun.
A great opportunity, again, for, like you said, for parents to drop the children off, a very safe, fun environment,
Exactly.
and have a good time, and then you have a good time out, come on back, pick them up, and the family, everybody's happy, so that's a
Yes.
good thing. And you know, we talked about the outdoor movie that you had last year, and we're planning again one this year, correct?
We're going to have two this year.
Bingo. Okay, good deal.
Due to the overwhelming support of that activity, we're going to have two this year. So one will be in May, in the spring, and then one will be in the fall in October again.
Very good. And I know the unique thing about that, I mean, certainly first time we did it,
Yes.
didn't know what to expect as
No.
far as how many people were going to show up, and
Yeah.
we got a great response,
It was
right?
overwhelming.
Yes.
It was such a great support from the community, something everyone was looking forward to. So we will be setting up a little differently this year.
Okay.
So we're going to have two screens.
Okay.
So we'll have a picnic area where you can come out with your family, grab a blanket, hang out on the grass and watch from the grass. Or we'll have a second screen set up where you can again watch from your car. So that way it spreads everyone out a little bit, gives everyone plenty of room to enjoy. We'll have two concession stand areas so you're close to your car or close to your blanket. And it'll be done the same way with the car where the music will play through your FM radio. And from
The grounds out there, right?
From the grounds, you'll be hearing from the speakers.
Very good. So I guess we're kind of a victim of our own success with the
Yes.
fact that you got to go to two screens. And I know last year, what I heard, I unfortunately wasn't able to make it out there, but the lines were long as far as the cars to get in, which was a good thing because of the overwhelming response.
Exactly. So we'll also again this year open up a little early. And we'll have a park and play. It's National Kids to Park Day in May, so we'll have National Kids to Park Day set up in the park for encouraging people to come early, get a good parking spot, and come out and enjoy the bounce houses and face painting activities before the movie starts.
Very good. So we have one in May and one a little later in the fall, you said.
Yep.
Very good. Something to look forward to. And, you know, one other event that everyone looks forward to, and actually it's a series of events,
Yeah.
the TGIF concerts. Again, we'll have those again this year. We don't certainly want to give away too much right now, except for the fact they are coming back.
They are coming
the
back.
8 concerts, and they'll be
Yes.
split between Constance Wharf and Bennett's Creek Park, correct?
Yep. The first 4 will be down here at Constance Wharf, so June through July at
Okay.
Constance Wharf. The first one in Bennett's Creek Park will start that last Friday in July, and then August will be at Bennett's Creek Park.
Very good. And again, those are, of course, free and open to the public.
Again, yep.
Great
free and open to the
opportunity,
public.
and it's not just the music. You have all the events surrounding it as far as opportunities and things for kids to do. Certainly the parents or the children, if want to listen to music, they can. You have vendors out there as well. So again, it's an opportunity to bring the family out. Very affordable entertainment right here in your own city, and again offered in 2 different areas of the city over the course of 8 not 8 successive weekends. I know we throw in the 4th of July Stars and Stripes Spectacular in there, but again, that's yet another one opportunity to get out there and
that'll be
enjoy some
coming
music
too.
and things here in Suffolk. So very good. Well, again, we let off talking about what's coming up this spring, so I want to touch on that one more time. The extravaganza coming up March the 19th.
March 19th, which
Okay.
is a Saturday, again at Bennett's Creek Park. So it's 3000 Bennett's Creek Park Road.
Got it. And then that event, of course, is the day before that we have the movie
day
and Munchies, which is
Yes.
okay.
So March 18th at
Right.
Creekside Recreation Center is the Movies and Munchies. So you
Okay.
just call over to their office to get signed up for that.
Perfect.
And then March 29th is the teen activity at Lake Mead Park behind the Farm Fresh off Main Street.
And that's being coordinated through the Suffolk Office on Youth.
Yes, which is in the Parks and Recreation Department.
Very good. And again, that's a great opportunity, certainly if you're not involved with the Office on Youth, and you are a youth certainly, to get involved with your community, get out there and get some, you know, some sort of maybe some mentoring experience, some other experiences working together as a team to accomplish goals, and certainly make Suffolk as teen friendly as we certainly can.
Exactly.
And Parks and Recreation Department providing the oversight, certainly providing the opportunities and the great resources that you have within the department. So-
Yeah, they're great on creating activities that they want to see.
Yes, and of course we have the Increase the Peace Fashion Show, which is another event that they have that's coming up very soon. So again, things to look forward to for really people of all ages. You know, we talk about the youngsters as far as with the extravaganza, the movie and Munchies event as well. You get into the teens, and then also into the adults and the families, really, if you will, with the TGIF concerts and then the movies in the park. So very good. All right, well, Emily, thank you for spending time with us today.
Thank you, Tim.
Appreciate it. And we will have more on the scene when we return. Welcome back to On the Scene. We're joined now by Maribel Baltazar, who's a therapeutic recreation specialist with the Suffolk Parks and Recreation Department. And welcome to the show, and welcome to the City of Suffolk.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Very good. Well, when we talk about therapeutic recreation or recreation therapy, what are we talking about? What does that term mean?
Well, recreation therapy or therapeutic recreation is a growing profession, so not that many people know what it is. It is a treatment service that provides inclusive recreational opportunities and goal-oriented treatment to individuals with illnesses and or disabilities.
Okay.
So that is our primary focus, is servicing that part of the community.
And how, I know you've only been with the city for a little while,
Yes.
and I believe you already had an open house event as far as
Yes,
kind
I
of trying to
did.
figure out what needs there are in the community, because I think certainly, you know, trying to figure out what our population is and what they, well, as I said, what they need. And based on where you are right now, I know you're still kind of formulating your game plan, so to speak, kind of where are we as a city with regard to providing these type of services?
Yes, my open house actually was great. I was very excited. Parents were excited. Those who heard of the open house came and they were excited of what we were able to provide for them. And it was a means for me as a certified therapeutic recreation specialist to find out the needs of my population.
Got it.
And what I found out was the biggest thing was providing inclusive recreational opportunities, as I have said, in the community because they can be so limited. And that is my goal. And recreation therapy works and partners with so many different types of services that the opportunities for that are endless.
Now, when you talk about therapeutic recreation, I know we talked before we started here, what are some of the things that you talked about? It is endless, but it can be just some of the avenues that you could potentially go with that, again, based on the need out there in the community.
Yes, the exciting thing with that is that it can be person-specific focus.
Yes.
So what their lifestyle's already like and their interests, and then we take in their goals of what they want to work and strive for. It can be something with assisted pet therapy. It can be horticultural therapy, music or dance and adventure programs. There are so many things that we can do within recreation therapy that just makes it exciting.
Very good. And again, it's not necessarily just having the resources, but more of the opportunity. And again, certainly providing the resources to back that opportunity up, so to speak, with that. And like you said, you can kind of go anywhere with the program. And again, it's just making sure what the community has needs and making sure they connect with you, and obviously you connect with them, for them knowing that you're here. We're offering these services through Suffolk Parks and Recreation with the city. And what opportunities are there, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So moving forward, what's kind of the game plan or the goal of the department as it comes to this area? I mean, what in an ideal situation would we be doing, so to speak?
And what we're striving to do is we want to enhance our clients' independence. We want to improve their overall quality of life. We want them to be able to function as independently and successfully as possible despite their special needs or illness or disability, and we can do that through the services that we provide. So already starting that process is amazing, and I'm excited, and I get to work with a great population and group of people, so it just makes my job that much more fun and easy.
Now, are we talking about certain ages, or is it really open to any ages?
It is really open to any age. It is, right now our focus age group is 4 and up, but the thing sometimes with disabilities is it can be a little bit tricky with setting a age limit. So I'm just working right now towards specific skills and using those skills and partnering them up with the appropriate service.
Very good, very good. Now, what is your background? What do you sort of bring to the table with your education and your work experience to come here to Suffolk to be able to offer these programs? Just tell us a little bit about yourself. It's a good opportunity. Introduce yourself. Really.
Well, as you know, you have introduced me. My name is Maribel. I have graduated from Illinois State University with a Bachelor of Science focusing in therapeutic recreation services. With that, in order to become a certified therapeutic recreation specialist, which is the qualified provider for recreational therapy, you have to, of course, have a bachelor's degree from an accredited university, in addition to an extensive formal internship. And then the thing that makes us qualified to provide the service is passing the national certification exam. So having a ton of experience in the past makes me be able to jump into this profession and get ready to go.
Very good. Now, as far as if someone's watching this program and they say, look, I'd like to talk to you, can you give out your contact information? Because again, we want to kind of get that networking going on.
Yes, yes. I am available for calls and emails. Definitely have my office extension. I look forward to hearing from parents if they have any specific service that they would like to see me go ahead and apply throughout the year. I am definitely open to that. Of course, I want to meet the needs of the population, and whatever they are looking to seek is what I aim to strive for.
Again, it sounds like you're definitely looking to tailor the programs and services you're going to be able to provide, again, with the Parks and Recreation Department, because it gives you a good foundation with regard to resources and things that already exist, but certainly there may be some new things that are brought to the table as well. But to give you that foundation and kind of branch out there and kind of tailor it, as we said, specifically to the community and the needs that are out there in the community. And also, I guess, one of the things when we talk about community is there may be the opportunity for some organizations and things to partner with Suffolk Parks and Recreation to provide some of these services that you're talking about, kind of grouping together to kind of get out there, correct?
Yes, yes. Therapeutic Recreation, the service right now within Suffolk Parks and Recreation is, working to build a sustainable program, and that is one of the big steps is to get new resources and reach out to the community, and those who want to help in addition to that is what I'm looking for. So starting up new programs myself, for instance, I'm working towards a assisted pet therapy program. So for any of those who would like to volunteer,
Yes.
would be great. So.
Okay. And again, they could just contact you.
Yes.
Good deal. And we'll have your contact information on the screen. So again, we've had that up a couple of times throughout the segment that people can kind of jot that down and reach out. And of course, as always, you can always contact Suffolk Parks and Recreation Administration Office if you need to reach any employee within the department, and they can connect you with Maribel as well. So again, Maribel, welcome to the City of Suffolk.
Thank
you
you
for spending some time with us today, and we look forward to having you back on to talk about once these programs are in place and rolling, then we can kind of highlight that a little more and get that information out to the public so that, again, you can utilize the resources that we're providing here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thanks very much. That will do it for this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. We'll see you next time.